The pedagogical change has been very strategic. So we've planned our way forward and resourced it very well. We built a culture too, I think, around it's okay to make mistakes and everyone is a learner and we're all going to be in this together. We're not expecting one person to have a go at this. We're all going to do this together. We're going to do it in classrooms. We're going to look at it at the planning table. We're going to have staff meetings and professional learning meetings around this. So everyone will be in it together and we will support each other going forward. And knowing where we were going and what was going to come next was really important. And letting people know that, but also letting people know that just give it a go. If we do make a mistake or it doesn't work and we're not getting what we want, we will have another look at it together. You will never be on your own going forward.
As a leadership team, we've really thought about how we will support our team to make this pedagogical shift. We're aware that for some teachers have been teaching in a particular way for a long time, so we needed to develop a strategy for a slow release. So we actually have plans for where we'd like to be in the next 2 to 3 years, but we need to take little steps. So we've planned very carefully. We've got our end in sight. We don't know quite what the end is right at the end, but we've got an end in sight that we're planning for. So it's just little layers that we're adding on slowly for our team. We have instructional coaches that go in and model for teachers. We've had a lot of professional learning through the team at DataWorks in the US. We've been part of Flourishing Learners West. I was part of the Teach Well Masterclass series, and we've brought all of that professional learning to the staff and shown them the research and then embedded it in the practice. Annual action plan this year. We will need to continue next year. We can't say that we've achieved all of our targets at the moment, is to look at responsive teaching. We are using shared resources and tools across the school in cohorts, so Prep to 2 use particular resources and our years 3 to 6 are using OCA for both maths and English. We know that whilst we want a low variance approach, teachers bring their own personalities to the way they teach. You're not just standing there clicking through slides, but we do need to make sure that our approach is the same for equity, so that what happens in Class A is very similar to the offering in Class B. And at the beginning, we realised that teachers really did need some support to identify the check for understanding components of a lesson. So through the fantastic work that we did with Teach Well, we've started looking at learning intentions and what that looks like on the resources that we're using so we can adapt them. We look at what the content is that the check for understanding is related to. Our teachers have been great. We talked about the fact that sometimes we've skimmed over those. Some teams now colour code those so that they're able to really focus and say, okay, I've come to a check for understanding. We do that at the planning table. At the planning table, teachers also look at what would a response be, a possible response from a student be? If they give a correct response, what might we do? If 80% of the children have an incorrect response, what are we going to do? What are we going to do if we notice that they're whizzing through the work and we can move at a faster pace? What will we do there? What are we going to do for the children that might need to be extended? So that pre-planning is starting to happen a lot more at our planning table. Is it where we want it to be yet? No, that's our big goal for 2025.
At first, the children thought we had gone mad. They really did. And we had probably started with our behaviour as well. So they just couldn't believe that we would want them to respond to a bell the first time or to walk through the school quietly. But when they realised that we were serious in all of that and we were all going to be on board, all teachers, that flowed into the classroom really well. And when they realised that we were not giving in to this, it was going to keep going. We were going to keep cold calling. And it was really funny. One day I had some year 4 boys make an appointment to come and see me. I thought, this is really interesting. It'll be about football or soccer. But they said, Jackie, we just need you to talk to our teacher. We have tried to explain that cold calling is really important because we all get a say in it. But she's forgetting. So I never get asked what I'm thinking. So for year 4 boys, I had great delight in going to talk to that teacher about, this is really important for all kids, and they feel like they've got a say in this, and it's fair. Year 4s just want to know that it's all just. So even them, as part of their learning. So the shift has been incredible. The engagement has been incredible. To have our year 6s still craving that structure and routine at this time of the year has been extraordinary. So it just works.
So one of the routines that we really needed to get 100% right across the board was a cue to start. We have a generic cue to start across Emmaus, which is all set, you bet.
All set?
You bet.
And every single staff member knows that it is said, it is responded to, and then we completely wait until we have the attention of everybody. And the children know that as well. And we expect that every single time it happens, because then they're ready for any instructions that are coming their way.
Fabulous. All right, daily review today, nothing new. You've done this before, it's very familiar. Our first word is towering. What's the word?
Towering.
Show me the syllables, please.
Towering.
Awesome. It's an adjective. Let's read the sentence together. Let's go. The
Towering trees in the ancient forest blocked out much of the sunlight.
Beautiful. Definition, please, boys.
Very tall or high, so as to dwarf anything around it.
Fantastic. Nice adjective there too. Lucky last, Ivana. It's the girls today.
The giraffe was towering over the rest of the animals.
Fantastic. Love it. Let's do another one. Amelia, what's your sentence, please?
As I was standing in the forest, the towering trees made me feel a little person.
Beautiful. Well done. Thanks, guys.
Representing place value on your whiteboards, can you please draw a hundreds, 10 and 1 chart, and can you please show me this number represented as hundreds, tens and ones? Can you draw the MAB that represents it, please? Okay, can you have your answers on your board in 5, 4, 3, hover when you're ready, 2, 1, can you chin it? All right, next one. You need to draw shapes with a different orientation. What are you going to do?
Draw shapes with a different orientation.
Very good. Can you start with the triangle? Can you give the triangle a different orientation? And can you chin it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you chin it? Okay, so here is their different orientation, and there's their other different orientation. Well done. All right, bin it.
All right, guys, which words from these choices fit best with towering? So you can just call out yes or no. Is it gigantic?
Yes.
Is it exciting?
No.
What about scary? Divisive. It's coming up as no. Samuel, I'm really keen to hear why you thought it could have been a yes.
It could be scaring if like something's towering someone or something, like it's like dwarfing it, so it'd be like way bigger than them, so like they could be scared of it.
Could be scared of something physically bigger. Yep.
Okay, what is wrong with this bar model? At the zoo over the weekend, there were 5 elephants on Saturday and 2 elephants on Sunday. How many elephants were in there over the weekend? So, can you chat with your AB partner and tell me what is wrong with this bar model? Okay, finishing up your answer and back to me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voices off. Okay. Luke, can you tell us what is wrong with this bar model?
5 should be on the blue, 2 should be on the green, and 7 should be on the white because it's the whole.
Okay, so Luke is saying the 7 shouldn't be there, the 5 should be on this side, and there should be another number in this side. Can you give me a thumbs up if you agree with Luke's response, or a thumbs down if you disagree?